How can Nairobi attain the standards of other world cities if we set aside a cooperation framework that brings an additional 80 billion in funding and instead focus on divisive politics? We commend both the president and the governor for recognizing the urgency of placing Nairobi on a path toward global standards through this progressive and forward-looking arrangement. For many years, Nairobi has operated under considerable financial constraints, despite serving a population estimated at over 7 million residents. The garbage in Dandora did not come in 2022 or after 2022. What the president has said and continues to say is that what has been lacking are bold leaders who are going to take bold steps, like the governor and the president have done. The shortage of water in Nairobi is not new. What the governor and the president are saying is that we are sorting it now, and we are sorting it this way. What they have done is a process of collaboration that will enable funding from the national government as stipulated in the Urban Areas and Cities Act, as envisioned in Article 189 of the Constitution. And it does not in any way deny our role as the oversighting authority. We are going to oversight it. We have capacity, we have instruments and experience. We will do that. There is no impeachment initiative before this House. We support this cooperation fully, so that our people can benefit. We want to thank the president and the governor for taking this bold step. We know the problems of Nairobi did not start in 2020. And he has taken the hard decisions and they have taken the bold step to make sure that we have followed the law, they have followed the Constitution and the Urban Areas and Cities Act as enacted in 2019. We want to state that as members of the County Assembly, we will go out, popularize the collaboration, do public participation, get the views of the people, bring it back to the Assembly and pass it as we should. So we look forward to a great city and we are happy to be on our way to Singapore.